What's up, world? This is Joshua Walbolt here with another video. Okay, here I am in our bedroom. Jenna's behind me playing video games. What game are you playing, babe?
Yokai Tamer.
Yokai Tamer. We have no affiliation with them, but if you want to check out the app and download and play against my wife, feel free. Yokai Tamer. Available on iOS and Android app. Alright, so I am here today to talk to you about something that people don't normally like to talk about. Money. And how I don't have any.
I hate talking about it.
Jenna hates talking about money. And I'd like to talk about it a lot. About how we don't have much and about how much I want. Since we've had a lot of time off, I've been doing a lot of reading, trying to improve myself, improve my education, and my financial literacy. And another reason why I'm starting with these videos is so I can work on my speaking, because a lot of people say that I mumble. I'm going to work on my enunciation of words and speaking at a rate which most people can understand. Yeah, so I'm learning how to speak. So this is my book that I'm learning how to talk right now. TED Talks, the official TED Guide to Public Speaking. I am a guy who likes to pursue my passions. And one of them is making videos and music and cooking and stuff like that. I'm off topic. What am I talking about? Money. So, money. We are in a place right now where we're doing pretty well. You know, we both have great jobs, collecting unemployment. That's a lie, because we're not actually collecting unemployment because we can't get through to the line. So right now the date is, I don't even know, but it's about the 17th day of quarantine of the COVID-19. So we've been inside and just learning and earning nothing. So I reached out to a couple friends of mine who work in the financial advisory stuff, and we talked and back and forth through emails. And he's been helping me out a lot and like kind of directing me in the right way, you know. I know there's a lot of people out there that are reaching out for help or willing to talk about these things, but like honestly, I think the majority of people are going through a financial situation, and I think people like to talk about it because it's an uptight subject to talk about. I know I like to talk about it with all my friends. I like to see what they're doing with their money. I am just off all over the place. I'm not speaking as an expert. I'm speaking as I go through the process right now. If you have advice on what I'm doing wrong or right, or you like what I'm doing, leave a little comment like below. But yeah, I just want to get the topic out there and talk about things that people like to talk about. I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. I'm trying to make myself uncomfortable. So we're going to dive in. So what I first started doing, I built an Excel spreadsheet. And this shows all of the monthly expenses that we had. So here you'll see I have my budget folder on my laptop. I have the credit card debt spread. So this is basically all the debt from student loans, credit cards, and IOUs. So we start from the top, it goes to my student loans, and then we go to the right, and then it has the minimum monthly payment, which I always try to pay more than that because I want to hit the principal, because that's the only real way that I'm going to be able to pay off this loan in less amount of time. The less amount of time we pay it, the less interest we pay, the more money we're saving in the end. I have the APR, which is annual percentage rate, that is going up, so it's going up 7.65% each year, and the date that I make that payment, which is the 10th of the month. So this is a manual spreadsheet that I created, no template. I don't know if it makes the best sense, but it made sense for me at the time. Going down, we have the car loan, we have the money that I owe my buddy Jim. Chase card, we had like $7,000 on that, paid off, yay. Josh, and then we have our Amex, Carry Credit. These are all cards that we did have before, but they're all paid off. And you see Wells Fargo, Capital One. These are all credit cards. So there was a time where I took a business class and they told me to open as many credit cards as I could. And I was like, all right. At that point, I already spent $3,000 in this business class. I'm gonna do everything that you say, except for extended class, which would cost $40,000. So we just opened as many credit cards as we could in a week span. We got 22 cards in 1 week, and we have an access credit limit to over dollars. And that's a lot of money, but it's, people say it's bad money, but it's not, because we're not using it. It's money that's accessible for me, but I'm not going to use it. Your use credit percentage is low, then you're going to have a higher credit score. So we have access to whatever amount. Say you have access to $10,000, but you're only using $100. You're going to have a low credit utilization, low credit utilization, which is going to help your credit score be better. Which in the end, credit score doesn't really matter unless you're trying to take out a huge loan or something.
Or buy a house, or
yeah,
a car,
a huge loan.
or get another credit card.
A huge loan, like a huge loan. Like I said. And then you go down, yep, you see our student loans. Those are the things that are going to punch us right in the nutsack. And the medical bills, which are not too bad because there's no interest rate on those, so I'm not too worried about that. But then I go down and I just, did this automatic sum. I separated the totals. I did the total of the credit card totals and the total of the other debts that are like the higher ones, like the student loans and the cards that are going to take a little more longer to pay off. So the credit card debt I want to get out of first. So if you look at this spreadsheet here, I am getting out of the credit card debt first. We were at the point we sold our condo, we flipped it, we made a decent amount of money that, about 25,000 off it almost. And we instantly, that money came in the account, used it, paid off the wedding. So that was a disciplinary act. That was hard to do, but we did it. It was very gratifying for my wife and I, probably more gratifying for me than her. I did want to go get some Chinese food before we spent all the money on the house, but that was my choice. Then we go down farther. So the top ones, all our credit card bills, all the monthly payments, and then these on the bottom here are just, we call them just monthly expenses. And these are expenses that basically, that you'll be spending each month. Example, your groceries. Example, gas. Example, dog food. Alright, there's all these things. These are monthly expenses. And these are, some might be a necessity, and some of them you can look at and really break down your budget. I went through a month and I broke down everything we spent in the month of January into categories. And you can see that here in this spreadsheet, my January balance report. This is a little interesting one because it was Jenna's birthday, and we ended up going a little ham. Ham is hard as a So our transportation, you see this on the left side. This is what we spent in the month of January. And it just goes down. Oh man, it keeps going. That's freaking awesome. Alright, this is how much we spent on transportation in the month of January. $1,700.87, 70 something like that. That's how much we spent in the month of January. Food, we spent over $950 in January. And this is I didn't realize we spent that much until I looked back and I was like, holy crap, in the month of January we spent over $6,000 on stuff. And that was just like an eye-opener for me, like actually breaking it down. I feel like when we use our credit card to make a lot of payments, we don't really see where that money's going. So this is a huge eye-opener for me, and I was like, hey, we can cut down these budgets and we could save maybe $400, $500 a month if we cut back on some of these expenses. And it's just not cutting back. It's not like, cutting you back from the things you enjoy. It's just spending, being a little more frugal, not getting the cup of coffee, not getting that slice of pizza, not getting the friggin' chocolate croissant every morning. Like,
shut up.
I'm not. I'll just say, there's a lot of things that we were spending money that we.
Those are all things I buy. What about you?
I buy the pizza. I get pizza every night when I get home, or French fries. I would literally, if I was stuck at the train station for more than 20 minutes, I would end up buying a slice of pizza and a Coke. And that was every night at 12 o'clock to 1:30. I'd be stuck at the train station and I would go eat. So some books I've been reading. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That was a good read. They offered these. It's not that long of a book. I probably finished it 1.5 times because I like to reread certain sections. But they have these questionnaires inside, which are pretty exciting. He also offers a program on YouTube, and it's like for, I can't remember, Young Money for Millennials or something like that. But it's on YouTube. You can check him out. His name is Robert Kiyosaki. Great guy. Great read. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Yeah, New York best time seller, right? No, it's the #1 personal finance book of all time. And it did teach me a lot. A different way of looking at money, which we'll go through here in a little bit, and we'll talk about that. Like I said, I was just searching through YouTube, and I was just looking for food channels, and then I saw Brian Puspos freaking cooking with Asia Dang, who's your girlfriend, and I was like, yo, Brian Puspos making sinigang. And then I didn't know who your girlfriend was. I'm sorry, Brian Puspos, but you're my hero. I love you. And yeah, and then she did all these finance videos, and she actually took the Dave Ramsey course, which I was taking through my other friend, and I haven't listened to it in a while, but then now I started listening to it again after watching some of your financial videos. The thing I like about your videos is they have this flow chart, which I don't think I've seen before. it's interesting. So here you guys go. You're gonna see I'm gonna draw one out for you. It's not gonna be that very good because I don't have a grid page, but I have a sketchbook which I like to draw pictures of Pikachu and Aladdin and self-portraits. So basically what we're gonna do is, let's say we have our debt here. Let's say, example, our debt is my Wells Fargo credit card. So I'm gonna write the title of the debt on the top, and then I'm gonna go down and make a finish line. And let's say the end of the balance is, example, let's say it's just $750, somewhat. And then we're gonna go into what we can pay. Let's say break it down to months. We can afford to pay $75 a month, and the end goal is $750. So let's just go into our calculator here, and let's say the end goal is $750. We can pay $75 a month. That's pretty easy. That's 10. So that's going to be 10 boxes, and each box is going to be worth $75, right? So we're going to draw each individual box, 10 boxes, and each box is worth $75. And we're just going to draw a little flow chart, and we're going to make it go all the way down to your finish line. For me, at the end of every finish line, I like drawing a little picture of like a food item that I will be eating and celebrating that victory. Because each of these debts payoffs will be a small victory for me and us as a whole. Because that means no more debt. That means nothing more holding us back besides nothing. If you see in my other flow charts here, capital 1 will be rewarding me with spicy tuna roll. These other ones here will be pepperoni pizza and a cheeseburger. So along the way, we'll label each box $75, and then we'll highlight it once we make that payment as we get closer to our goal. This is nice. I like this idea because, yeah, when I was paying it online, it was great, but I couldn't see the progress because I had my Excel sheet here, but instead of seeing what the last payment was, I would just delete the number, and then write the new number in there, and then it'd be like, when I come pay the next month, I'd be like, what was it again? It's not, I don't see the difference. I just see the number that it is now. So this is going to be a cool way to see you actually taking that one step closer to each one of your goals. And then the other thing I liked that she did was she put like little motivational sayings next to each one. Like, oh, first step is the hardest, halfway there. Last one, we gotta go. I want these tacos, yo. Overall, I'm gonna keep recording our progress along the way. Each video won't be as long as this one, but they will be basically us learning along the way. Like I said, I'm not a financial expert. I do like learning about money. I do like money a lot. I want to learn. I want to be able to have enough money to just start investing in all these stocks and real estate eventually, because like the real estate game is dope. I like it a lot, and that's another, I think I'm gonna be passionate about that as well, as like flipping properties. I do have this weird obsession over money, and I'm working on that behavior. Money is not everything. Money is not important. Money can't buy happiness, but being free of monetary binds, or being free of debt, I feel like that's very satisfying. I hear those debt screams on the Dave Ramsey show, and those are freaking great. Like, you hear them say it, and you can hear the sense of relief in their voice, and I want to be able to yell that one day. I remember that first time when I paid off my federal student loans, and that was a great feeling. It's a lot of work that goes into making the money to pay off these debts that you owe, but in the end, let's see if it's worth it. Alright, this is the first video of the financial steps with me. I don't know what I'm going to title this thing yet, but we'll see. If you see that your expenses are more than your income, then you already know your problem right there. So you need to do two things. You need to make more money, and you need to save more money. Those are two things. It doesn't matter how much money you make. If you can't save it, then there's no point, really, right? We're creatures of habit. If we make more money, we're just going to end up spending more money. So it's creating that mindset to be responsible and to not be a fool. Eat good. I don't even know. It's not even an eating video. What could my saying be at this one? Spend money. Save money. I don't know. What can I say?
Slave, save, and then you'll ride the wave. This is Josh.
I like that. Alright guys, nobody said it's gonna be easy, so what we gotta do, we gotta slave, we gotta save, and then you can ride the wave, baby. All the way to success. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned for our next video. Until next time. Peace.